It's a blast from parties past, and you're invited.
Yeah! Holy fucking shit, Mario Party! Like, I know this is not the biggest thing they showed, but I am such a goddamn diehard Mario Party fan that I cannot fucking believe how good what they showed is, and I just gotta scrub through this. I was hoping for and kind of expecting a new Mario Party based on some patent leaks a while back, and that out of nowhere online update to Super Mario Party that went up recently, but we didn't just get a new Mario Party, lads. We got a fucking classic era Mario Party remake reboot thingy with 5 pods from the 64 era, mini games from then, and holy shit, look at this! I can't believe! After they tried and fucked up on the 3DS, they're doing it again, but holy shit, here we are! It's like they're actually really fucking trying! And I'm so glad! Alright, let's look at the trailer.
Ready for another round of...
Look, right there. Do you see it? Do you fucking see it? I didn't even think about it! Donkey Kong rolled a 9! Because the die rolls up to 10 again! Because of course it does! Because it's classic Mario Party rules. I'm so happy. It means we won't get the alternate dice from Super, but that's fine. Leave it for the next game, or just like, whatever. We know that this works, and they just need one that just works again. And the fact that you can get 10 in a regular die roll, it means so much more can happen every turn, and you don't feel so tied down. Yes! It's gonna feel so different. And good. Now the boards, we can't be worried about the board size this time because we know they're big enough. Now, I hate to admit it, but I haven't even played all the 64 Mario Party games because it is impossible to purchase them. I mean, I can emulate, but I don't want to. I've played Mario Party 2 because it's on Virtual Console, but 1 and 3 continue to elude me. So I'm going off faith that they're just as good, but I absolutely trust that they are. I kind of would love to play them before this comes out for the sake of reference and perspective, but it's not a huge deal. Of course, I'm glad they brought over Spaceland, though that does mean we'll be playing on Spacelands without getting the characters dressed up in little space outfits, like in the original, which is kind of a major bummer, but also doesn't matter. But wouldn't it be cool? But fine. We've also got Peach's birthday cake from Mario Party 1, and while unconfirmed, it seems that Woody Woods from Mario Party 3 is the map featured on the cover of the game, so it seems a safe bet that that'll make the cut. I'm just holding out for Rules Land, baby! Rules Land! While it'd be neat to see something like Neon City Heights from Mario Party 7, I think is what it was called, they've said every board will be from a 64 game, which I could deal with. But I'm glad they're picking mini-games from both 64 and GameCube games. Hopefully we'll get some Book Squirm, Dragon Yield, Bubble Bowl, bro. Actually, look behind her. That's Book Squirm. So it's probably in it. Cool. Also, here's another thing I didn't put together in my brain immediately. This is gonna be a new Mario Party game that you could play with just buttons. Buttons! I actually loved Super Mario Party's minigames, but single Joy-Con only play is dumb. And they definitely could have let you play with a Pro Controller because it has all the gyro and stuff, but whatever. Give me that Pro compatibility. Button game time. Button game. Oh, look at facelift. Look away. Even birthday cake map. It all just looks so gorgeous. Ah! The graphics actually look crazy good. They don't need to look that good. Super Mario Party already looked more beautiful than it needed to, but while clearly the same engine, I mean rightfully so, it still looks like they've upped it visually. What did they, how do they, my god! Look at the light. Look at the graphics. Look at the fucking graphics! Online! Now, if you haven't been paying attention, they put full board online play in Super Mario Party recently, which is amazing, and I'm so glad to see it back here. Expected as it was. But they're even expanding it!
You can randomly match with other partygoers worldwide.
Motherfucking matchmaking! Matchmaking! Holy shit, Nintendo, what year is this? 3012? The ability to save board game progress mid-match? What the? Who is this developer right now? The fucking stickers look funny to me, but it does make me worry that I won't get my Yahoo! I don't know, what minigames do you want to see? I'm excited for this. I very want it now. They're finally doing it. Oh my god, yes!
And get facelifts?
Yeah! Yeah! So they announced Metroid Dread, and for the sake of people less informed on the franchise, as well as refreshing myself because I barely know the details, I'm going to recap exactly why this was announced as Metroid 5 and why that's such a big deal. So Metroid has two series, Metroid and Metroid Prime. Metroid is a 2D series tracing all the way back to the original NES game. You got Metroid, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, and Metroid Fusion, or as it was alternately referred to, Metroid 4. As it continued the storyline from Super Metroid. It even had a cliffhanger teasing that the future for Metroid was 2D, making the dream a reality and having both 2D and 3D mainline iterations of a Nintendo series running concurrently. To know what was going to happen next in the Metroid story, you had to be looking out for not the next Metroid Prime, but for the sequel to Fusion. Prime 3 even had an Easter egg that was believed to be teasing this next chapter, referring to a threat known as Dread. And then none of it happened. Yeah, Metroid kinda died. Bar a few spin-offs, there was no new Metroid all the way up until 2017 when Nintendo finally announced Prime 4 and Samus Returns, the first 2D Metroid since the GBA, albeit a remake. Of course, the remake then did not sell well due to releasing on the 3DS months after the Switch was already out, and then Prime 4 had to restart development years into production, so again the future looks rocky for Metroid. But now the people who brought the well-received remake of Metroid 2 are co-developing Metroid 5 after all these years and are actually using the teased code name from way back when. The legend is real. Whoa! Are you kidding me? I can't believe that just happened. What a time to be a Metroid fan. What a time to go and play through the games, because I barely have. I'm super excited to do so. I'm glad to know the future's bright for this franchise, because their fans have been knocked around enough. Come on. Holy shit! I'm speechless. This is fucking incredible. I cannot believe that this is real. What the fuck? I was also super jazzed to see a new WarioWare game. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I mean, other than the fact that, like, you control characters within the game now. That seems interesting. I don't... And co-op's cool? I don't know. I'll get it. And then, of course... Breath of the Wild sequel. It doesn't have a name. Man, I just wanna go through this trailer and look at all this stuff. So Link has like a gold hand now, because of the first trailer. It zapped him, whatever. And they show it in action in like some kind of gameplay here, and it looks like it's gonna replace the Sheikah Slate from the first one, which I'm okay with. Maybe reintroducing bombs and stuff as regular items. I don't know. Not sure. But the new powers look fucking crazy. This one here looks like a fucking time reversal power. Like, holy shit. I can't imagine how brain-breaking that'll be. And then the other one being like Slime Man? Phasing through surfaces? Are you kidding me? No wonder it's taking so long to make. What the fuck? Does Link have a flamethrower? Where'd he get that shit? That doesn't even look like a glowy arm power. It just looks like he found that. What? When they first showed him skydiving, I was like, half expecting a Skyloft bird to show up and not knowing how to feel if that happened, but it didn't. He's just diving. But it's because of all the islands floating around. And at first I was like, well, how the heck are you gonna go there? I mean, if there are no birds to ride, how are we going to ascend? But then I remembered it actually shows, like, the Slime Man bit. He gets sucked up And I thought that would be just for like surfaces that you're close to, but it looks like there's the thingy in the ground, and it looks like this is like a contextual thing. I know I said the C word, we're talking about a Breath of the Wild, but it's a sequel, so it might be different. It looks like these will be things you have to look out for, and then you go there and you press the Slime Man button and and then it takes you to the entrance of one of these floating islands. Because if you look, he pops out right at the entrance of one of these buildings. See, I'm right. And that'll be interesting to see if maybe that means the developers are gonna like lock off certain areas for you to not be able to do at a certain time. That'll be quite a right turn from the first game. Or a left. I still feel like there's gotta be another way to traverse the skies other than just a paraglider though, right? Like, right? I mean, if we don't get a Super Switch, the system might not be able to handle it, so I don't know, maybe we'll get a plot around the magical minecarts of mystery. Also, this pause at the end, that was definitely put there so they could put the title on top afterwards, right? Or are they just fucking with us? Title. 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 Legend of Zelda. No? That was definitely a title pause that they did not put the title in. I was amazed that they hadn't decided on the title yet, but apparently they have. And they're not telling us because it'll reveal too much about the game. What? I don't even know what to believe. That's crazy. What other bombshell part of the game could they not be showing us that they're waiting to have prepared before dropping it along with the title? Because like if it was an inconsequential piece of plot that didn't have a big impact on the game, they'd just tell us, right? It's not like we won't know the name of the game before we start playing, so it can't be like a mid-plot twist. So it's gotta be something that reveals something new about the game that they're not ready to show us yet. I really have no idea what that could mean. I still don't know what the deal with the main trio is yet. I assume the plot isn't going to be the standard resurrection cycle because they just did that in Breath of the Wild. But from the second of Zelda they show, it seems like she's getting separated again. Bummer. And we still don't know what's going on with Jerky Boy Ganon. Maybe Ganon, everyone says it's Ganon, I don't know. From the first trailer, it almost makes me wonder if Link's glowy arm power is attained through Ganon's suppressed life force, and Link is like, cursed with it now? I don't know, it's crazy that they showed all the Sky Dungeon stuff, because, I mean, I don't know if they're dungeons or... that's another thing, everyone's like, oh, I have the Breath of the Wild sequel has dungeons. You know Breath of the Wild has fucking shrines, right? And that's what those are? They're just... they're dungeons? I don't know, it's like, you call it something slightly different, it's like, oh, the tradition, it's all gone! Like, they're shorter, but like, fucking so? I guess aesthetically, they're the same. So if you're shallow, maybe, I don't know. I guess a couple dungeons in there'd be cool. The game also works differently now, like, Also, I really hope Tingle shows up. Like, I really hope Tingle shows up. I mean, Beetle would be nice too, but Tingle, please. I like him. Man, I'm just so excited for all three of these games. Can someone talk about... I feel like I haven't seen much hype for Mario Party specifically. Let's just do a dance. Alright? Alright. Good job.
What did you think?
I thought it was great.